Hi Zoe. I'm still really new to this. And it's saying that you might get a buffering. So I don't know how well this is going to go. We'll just have to see how it goes. Hi Sean. Hi Nerdy. Well, that would be good. I see her status on Facebook. I've actually had her injection today. I have bought my shawl to do. So let's see how well I get on with that. I'm going to try. Hi Nathan. Hi Joe. I'm always the same. It's always nearly dead. Can people hear me okay? This is the first time I've ever used the webcam on the laptop. So I'm just hoping that everything goes smoothly. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that. The main reason that I wanted to do this, okay, very good. Yeah, the main reason that I wanted to do this was because I was doing Vlebruary, or whatever you want to call it. I know people were calling it different things, but I was finding it harder and harder to find things to actually film throughout the day. And I know for the rest of the month it's going to be quite boring. So I just thought that I would just sort of do this instead and stay on for a couple of hours. Hi, Cindy. You made it. You found out what time it was then. I've literally pulled the cake out of the bag and I've got a big mess. So, oh, that ain't it. So I might just be untangling yarn while doing this. So who knows? Hi, Kim. Hi, Brittany. If I do miss anyone and don't say hi to you, it's not on purpose, I promise. I'm just glad that I can see more comments on this. It's so much easier. Where on the phone, you literally got like, where it was this way up, you literally just got like this little bit here. And it was like, it was just having to scroll. But when I did my last live, I really enjoyed it. So that's why I wanted to do it again. And I know that Sean is doing one on Saturday evening as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Hi, Ruth. Who else is here? I'm well. I'm very full up. Just had my dinner. I've just got cherry aid, nothing exciting. Oh, food poisoning, that's the worst. That's not pretty. I'm glad you're feeling better, Sean. Everybody's had the flu lately and colds and I've had the sniffles, but nothing like major, just every now and again, like it felt like I was getting a runny nose, but it's not been too bad. Oh, it's really warm tonight. I've actually opened the window here. I don't know how warm it actually is. It's saying that it's currently 10 degrees. So that's what we've been getting during the day. Oh, more eggs. Nice. I bet it didn't taste very nice either. Oh, I hope the boys are okay, Kim. I don't know germs. I'm good. Eggs are yummy if they're cooked, not raw. No. Oh, wish me luck. With all this tangle of yarn, wool, whatever. Hi, Craft Angel. I just thought that this would be something a little bit different. Um, and I know it's a Monday, but I wanted to try and do it. So I was thinking about doing it this afternoon, and then it was about 2 o'clock, and then I thought, well, I know a few people might have to go on a school run because half term's over. So a few of you might not be able to get here, and then I did actually look at the time in America, and it was like 11 o'clock, and I thought people would be at work or doing things during the day. So I just sort of took a leaf out of Sean's book to think, right, the evening would be better because it's good for us and it's good for people in America, I think. So yeah, I just thought this might be the best time, and I don't know. Maybe I could do one during the day and see if that how that goes. But yeah, just let me know. Yeah, raw chicken and raw eggs now. No, 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 no. Yeah, it is really washing out, isn't it? Um, the top is still really, really dark, and then the underneath is really quite dark, like here. But other than that, yeah, but everyone really, really likes it. So, what I'm going to do is use the same colour, but put a lot more conditioner with it, so that it's not as bright. If that makes any sense. So, it's been sunny the last couple of days, but it's still been a bit chilly. Actually, on it's Saturday. Saturday, yes, Saturday. It was quite nice yesterday. It might have been yesterday. It was nice that I went downstairs and just literally had to have a cardigan on, not a coat and a scarf and everything else, and it was even warm with the cardigan on. So you've had your dinner already, Cindy. That's good. That's good. I've had mine. What did you all have for tea, dinner, supper, whatever you want to call it? I know everyone calls it different. Wow. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get snow now. It's I don't think it snowed late February, has it? I don't know. Um, or to be honest, I've never had dumplings, and I've never had dumplings. Well, I've tried dumplings, but I didn't like them, and I just don't know whether they were made wrong or they weren't right. But I like stew. Chicken soup is good. Beans on toast. I like food, as you can tell. Although we had tuna bake, so love tuna. Yeah, we said we was going to start a diet on Monday. Monday, next Monday. So yeah, I've got a holiday body to get into. That ain't gonna happen, I can assure you. Yeah, the ones I had, that it was like really, it was just like dough that wasn't cooked. I don't know, it just, I didn't like it. Hi Jan, how are you feeling? Brittany, that sounds really nice. Mexican bean burgers, never had them before. I'm not really an adventurous cook, to be honest. I cook the usual spag bowl and Sunday roast, um, chicken fajitas, and just quick and easy things, really. But even when we're like, because we do Slimming World, I don't know whether you know what that is in America. It's a little bit like Weight Watchers and things. Um, but even on that, you could do quick and easy meals. Like spaghetti bolognese is exactly the same thing. You just don't use a jar sauce. You just put a tin of tomatoes in with herbs and spices, and it does taste really, really nice. Salt and vinegar and yeah, on salt and vinegar on chip shop chips. Mm. At least you can sit down and crochet, Jam. Nothing else to worry about. Just get on with your crochet and enjoy it. I think I've missed something with the sauces. Let me scroll back. I like ketchup. I like mayo. We all love spaghetti bolognese. I think it's just standard. I do make spaghetti bolognese a few different ways. I do it just with a normal dolmio, or the chopped tomatoes, and then the way that Ian cooks it is that he actually puts Bisto in it as well. So the Bisto sort of soaks up all the liquid in it that you've from the tin tomatoes, and it makes it like really beefy. It like adds a nice. It makes it a bit thicker as well, and that's really nice. I also make mincemeat curry, which some people think, what the hell is that? It's literally you fry some onions, you fry mushrooms, the mince, and then you put some Bisto over the top, the granules that you buy, like the gravy granules, any granules, and not be Bisto. Spread some of that over the top, then some mulled or medium curry powder, then stir that all up with a tin of tomatoes inside the mix, and just literally add the curry powder to taste. And oh my god, it is so nice. Pineapple makes me have a funny face if it's really sweet. Chuck stuff in from the cupboard and hope for the best. No, I don't do brown sauce. No, no, not even on bacon. I can't do brown sauce. I like ketchup or mayo. Butties are rolls, so just like a bread roll. Or sandwich. My eyes, it's a roll, but Worcestershire sauce on cheese, and you put it back in the grill. Sarnie, sandwich. Worcestershire sauce. Is that how you've been saying? Oh, is that how you've been saying it? I used to work at a food company that sold food to the restaurants in London, and I used to say Liam Perrins because I could not say Worcestershire sauce. Like on demand, it was like it didn't happen. So I used to say Liam Perrins. I know someone that just eats lettuce out of the bag. Like, you know, you get the cut up lettuce. She eats it like crisps. And, you know, you think, I suppose if you like lettuce, you like lettuce. Everyone likes different things, but I can think of better things to eat. Worcester sauce, yeah, it's easier. Chuck roast, what is that? I don't know whether that's just me being naive, but I don't know what that is. Yeah, just like raw crisps, just like, you know, like, I don't know, you know, you think, no. Oh, a beef roast. We was at a friend yesterday and she did roast, but she made flat Yorkshire puddings and actually put all of the Sunday roast into the Yorkshire pudding and rolled it up. And it was like a big Yorkshire pudding roll with the whole Sunday roast inside. It was so nice and it defeated me big time. I was so uncomfortable for so long after eating that. I was so full up. And then she come out with apple strudel and ice cream. I was just like, oh my god, where do you think I'm gonna put that? There was literally no room left. A Yorkshire pudding, how do you, how would you um describe that? Zoe, can you help? Yorkshire pudding is like, it's made out of batter. You put it in the oven and it rises and it's like a brown thing. That's probably really bad. Yeah, Sean, it's similar to that. Yeah. Um, no, it's not a pudding. It's not a dessert or anything like that. It's, yeah. Google it. Google it. it's it's a Yorkshire pudding, and they are my favourite. Yeah, savoury. It's not sweet. Toad in the hole. Oh yes. Or have you ever tried, Kim, doing lamb chops in toad? Not like this, you know, you put sausages in, but you put lamb chops in and then do the toad. Oh, that is so nice. It just literally, yeah, it's a brown thing that goes on a plate. No, it's not bread. No, it's not a bread pudding. Um, it's I'm gonna get a picture. Let's see if the camera will actually pick up the picture. Right, this is a Yorkshire pudding. That is what, and it goes on Sunday roast. I normally buy the Aunt Bessie ones that are frozen, but they rise in the oven. They're not already they're not pre-cooked. I like the ones that you have to rise or cook yourself in the oven. Yeah, I don't think there's anything with you can also buy ones that look like that, so you can have your dinner inside. I'll stop looking at Yorkshire puddings. No, it's not like biscuit either. It's really hard to explain. Um, it's really soft. I don't know what corn dog batter is, but if it is, then go for it. Make the Yorkshire pud stink. I'll sink. Oh, yes. You eat the bowl that the dinner comes in. I like soggy Yorkshire puddings. Like it when they're all soaked up, all the gravy and everything. Yeah, you would have to put the Yorkshire on a plate though, Cindy, um, because it would go soggy. Um, that I don't know, nerdy. I don't know. I don't know whether it was invented in Yorkshire. Probably, and that is probably why it's called a Yorkshire pudding. That was really nice. I didn't think it was going to actually come out as good as it did, but it tasted really nice. And I was going to make it like a closed pie, um, but I didn't have enough pastry. So I made 3 of them in these ceramic dishes. We had one each that night, and then I put one in the freezer. Um, Not that night, a couple of nights after, and then I kept one in the freezer, and we ate, or Ian ate it a couple of days, maybe a week later, and I put it in the oven for an hour, and it was fine. So yeah, they were really yummy. Love Yorkshire puddings. They're the best bit. I need to move my leg. You're sort of balanced on top of everything. So if you go flying, I've kicked. Oh, that's better. My leg was sort of. Anyway, you don't need to know about that. I'm just glad the light in here is okay because I didn't think um, it would be, but it's not too bad actually. It's brighter in here than it is the living room, I can assure you. um, yeah, I think people do drink a lot of tea here. I'm a coffee drinker. I drink more coffee than tea and probably any other drink. Um, but yeah, a lot of people drink a lot of tea. I like strong tea. I don't like it milky. No, I like builder's tea. And if you don't know what that is like really, really strong with just like a little drop of milk. There was actually a program on a little while back. I can't remember who done it, but they were at the Thai food factory, and they were actually explaining how many tea bags they make in an hour, how many in a day, how many get shipped out, and the actual factory ship out so many tea bags that they don't have to hold any there. They're just literally continuously sending them out to factories. I started drinking coffee when I was probably like 13. Obviously, I didn't drink it that often, but my dad was a big coffee drinker, and yeah, I just think it sort of stemmed from them. From then, I don't like iced tea. I don't like cold tea either. I drink cold coffee. I can't drink cold tea. I haven't got a kettle at the moment. I don't know whether any of you know. I can't remember if I've told you. My kettle decided to break, so I'm actually boiling water in a saucepan at the moment. I'm gonna get another kettle. Don't worry. It just I haven't been able to get one yet. But to be honest, boiling the water in the saucepan and filling the cup up from that, the water stays hot for like twice as long, and I don't know why. It's I could literally leave it on the side for 10 minutes, and it's still like really, really, really hot, as if I've just literally made it. I don't understand. I'm always making tea and coffee. I do make a nice cup of tea. I'm not boasting or anything, but everyone says, "Oh, we really like your tea." So that's the worst thing to do is to learn to make tea and learn to make it really nice, because then people will always want it. Where if you make it really bad, people are not going to ask you again. And that was a mistake I made. I'm probably not going to get hardly any of this done, but it don't matter. Kevin and Perry. Oh my god, I love the film. Right, when you make tea, do you put the water or the milk in first? It's the same for coffee. Do you put the milk or the water in first? When I make tea, I always put the water in first and then the milk, obviously. But I don't take the tea bag out until the milk is in and it's stirred and brewed and everything. Um, when I make coffee, I put the milk in first. I put the coffee. I have one sugar. I put the sugar in, and then yeah, yeah. When I make coffee, the milk goes in first, and then the water. And the reason for that is because if you put boiling water onto coffee, it actually burns the beans. So if you put the milk in first and stir it, so the milk goes a coffee colour, so it's sort of like melted, whatever, and then put the water in, doesn't actually burn the coffee beans, so you don't get that burnt coffee taste. Something you learn every day. don't, don't trust you to leave enough room. Oh no, not milking first. No. I'm impatient. I have to use the boiling water straight in. Yeah, you can tell it is more milky. And I find that if you put the milk in over a tea bag, the actual tea doesn't release properly, if that makes any sense. It doesn't brew properly, I suppose, because it's been drowned in milk. When I make tea, I beat the tea bag. I literally have to get every single little bit of tea out of the bag. Oh, you've got to dunk biscuits. I dunk every biscuit, but I dunk biscuits in coffee. I don't dunk them into tea. Standard issue tea. I've never heard that, Sean. Never. I don't really have biscuits that often. I always dunk in coffee. People do think it's a bit strange, but yeah. Jaffa cakes. Oh my god, I haven't had them for ages. I've never heard that, Sean. Never heard of that saying before. I've tried all the fancy teas, and I actually bought green tea and I didn't like that. Chamomile tea, didn't like that. I've also bought, they do Tetley, it's for hair and nails or something, and that is not nice. And no, it's apple and cucumber, and that one's okay. And they do another one which is your immune system, which is, I can't remember now, but it's got lemon in it. It's lemon and something. And I'm not a lover of lemon. I'm lemon chicken and things like that. No, I'm just not a lover of lemon. But I had it, and while I was drinking it, I did think, like, if I've got a cold or if I'm congested and things like that, it would probably be really refreshing. So I think something like that would be good if you're not feeling well. It's got um, vitamin B12 in it and some other things in it. So I'm thinking that if you wasn't feeling very well and under the weather, then something like that would be really refreshing. Or in the summer, be quite refreshing. One drink that we found last year, this is sort of going off the tea subject, we was actually on holiday and we tried the aloe vera drinks, um, and they are really nice. We tried the mango, the peach, the strawberry, the pineapple. The green one I don't like, the original. I know that, I've tried that before. Is there another one? I think there was one more that we tried while we was on holiday. And they are just so nice. And they are like a proper refreshing drink. They're not fizzy or anything. It does take a little getting used to the bits that are in it, because obviously you've got the little aloe bits in it, aloe vera bits. But as you're drinking it, the first couple of times you have it, it's a bit like, oh, this is strange because there's bits in it. But it's so nice, so refreshing as well. In the hot weather, while we was on holiday, we just resorted to drinking them mainly. Have you never thought of doing videos, Cindy? Potato and tea. I'm a little bit like that. I do like to try and get one thing finished at a time. I know I've got a few things on the go, but yeah, I sort of know where you're coming from. I do know, because before I did videos, I was literally just one project at a time. I wouldn't have loads and loads of stuff. And I don't know whether it's because um, obviously doing videos, seeing other people do projects and things like that. I just, I don't know, I just thought that I need to get more things on the go, because otherwise they go into my head and just disappear, even if I write them down. So I blame you lot for my whips. um, I just see things and I think, oh my god. Well, this one that I'm doing here, actually, oh, I'm pulling my stitches out again. This one here, you've seen it on the videos. It's obviously not very big at the moment. This was the candy swirl cake from Stylecraft, and I see it on Sonia's video. She did one and it had like the cow thing on it. That's why I'm doing this. So I'm blaming Sonia for this one. I don't think she's here at the moment, but yeah. I, I do like having a few projects on the go, just because then I can pick and choose what I want to pick up. So, and my long-term project is my temperature blanket, which I've actually fixed the second square that I was having trouble with, that was completely the wrong size and everything. I've actually fixed that, and I only did 2 double crochets into the corner, and I think I was putting an extra stitch at the end as well. So I fixed that now. So that's something that I haven't got to worry about. But I think all in all, I've done 9 squares so far. I could give or take potatoes. Are you blaming me, Sean? Allergic to potatoes? I'm really not bothered. Someone said to me, "Do you want chips or not?" Just yeah, give or take. That's one thing that I'm really, really bad at. Like just Sean's just said, I'm really, really bad at replying to my comments. Yeah, I'm really bad at replying. So if you've ever left a comment on one of my videos or anything, and I haven't replied, I promise you, I'm not being rude. I just literally not forgot, but I do look at every single one of them because they come up on my phone, and then I think I'll reply to them later, and I just forget. And sometimes it's like days later that I'm replying. So I do read them all. I promise you. But then in the same way, I'm really bad at commenting on people's videos because I watch on the telly. Um, I, we've got Virgin Media, and it's actually on our Virgin box, and you can't get the comments up. So yeah, if there is a video that I think, oh, I'm going to comment on this, I actually get it up already on my phone. So once I've finished watching it, I could just go straight onto my phone and comment and do whatever. But sometimes I get so engrossed that I'm doing something or I'm doing whatever, and I get so engrossed, and it's literally like I forget, and I watch the next video, and then it just. So I do apologise, but I do watch you all. I promise. I literally sit there and just binge watch, like whatever people put up overnight and whatever. Thanks, Sean. I think in a way that where all these new smart TVs, if that's what you want to call it, it has made a bit of a um, not a downer, but like where people don't reply or comment on your videos as much because the box is not right there just for you to quickly type or something. Where on the TV you can't get a description box up at all, not that I know of. I've tried, but I just can't get the description box up or a comment box or anything to see if people's left comments and whatever. So I just find it sort of, I don't know. I don't know whether it's for the good or for the bad, or I don't know. But I do try and comment on as many videos as I can remember, and reply to my comments as many as I can remember. There is some days that I just sit there and reply to loads and loads and loads, um, and then sometimes that I just completely forget, which is so bad. Oh, that's sweet, Cindy. Yeah, I used to watch it on the Xbox One, and then we've got the new Virgin box, which is brilliant and it actually works. There's no noise coming from it, and I just watch it on that now. But I just can't get the information up as such. So, but I am here and I am always watching. um, Scotch. Mm, no, I just think of Scotch tape at random. I'm not a big drinker. Um, our families are not big drinkers, so mm, I don't think I would associate that with that. A wet slipper. Ruth, have you ever tasted a wet slipper before? Oh my god. It's like the saying that my mouth was oh, what is it? It's like a dry flip flop or something. Is it that? I, I've started this conversation. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Um, as dry as a flip flop or something. Gin, no. There's only a couple of alcoholic drinks that I like, really. Gandhi's flip flop. Yeah, it could be. I like Disaronno, like vodka, standard. I like Tia Maria. I used to like um, Bailey's, but I can't drink it anymore. It makes me sick, literally, physically sick. So I can't drink that. When it was Christmas, I had. I knew that I can't. It's only been 2 years that I haven't been able to drink Bailey's, but I had the Bailey's cream that you can put over your desserts and things, like pouring cream, and that made me feel sick. I wasn't sick, but I ate a little bit of it, and I was like, I can't. I can't. I'm not really a drinker. The last time that I drank that much, it was my 30th, and yes, I regretted it big time that night as well. Whenever I drink, it's like I get the hangover before I go to bed. It's really strange. I will literally drink and drink. I've only ever got drunk really, really bad once, and that was my 30th. But I would have a drink, and just before I went to bed, I'd start getting a headache, and I wouldn't feel sick or anything like that, but it was like I got the hangover before I went to bed. I'd go to bed, go to sleep, wake up in the morning like nothing happened. Really strange, really, really strange. And I wouldn't even get up with headache or anything. So I'm like, yeah, I suppose because alcohol makes you dehydrated anyway. They say you should drink a pint of water as well. That helps with the hangover. That's the answer, Zoe, isn't it? Just don't get out of bed. My answer is if you don't want to hang over in the morning, don't drink the night before. Even like when we go on holiday, we don't really drink. Well, Ian's driving, but I don't really drink. Um, I think I had a couple of cocktails while we was on holiday, um, and that was it. I just think that with me, where it's so hot, I need a drink, not just one that I can sip. I need like a proper drink. Um, and even when we sort of sat down for dinner and things, it was like I need a drink. I'm so thirsty. When we got to we go to Malta, if you don't know already, um, we go to the little supermarket that's down the road, and I normally buy we like what's shandy cider. And normally buy a couple of cans of cider, like for the evening if we get back to the hotel room, um, apartment, whatever, and have a drink. We had like I had a like I said I had a couple of cocktails and a couple of vodka and cokes, and not saying that it was a waste of money, but when you like order a drink, you get a glass that's like a pint, and then you order a vodka and coke, and it comes in a little glass, and you're like, I'm really thirsty, I'm really hot, and Ian have been together 17 years this year. Oh. Bye, Jan. I hope you feel better soon. As long as you've got your crochet in your hand, it's all good. Mm. Mm. I can't really say that though, can I? True, that is true. Mm. And you could just start all over again. A lot of people say once they get to a certain age, it starts going back down again. They get to 30, for instance, and then the next year they're 29, and then 28. Wow. Curly hair. My hair is naturally curly, and I would say more frizzy than curly. That's when hair straighteners come in handy. I actually had my hair curly yesterday because I let it dry naturally, and oh wow. Did you mean something else? Mine is when I was little, it used to be like corkscrew curls. But I think over the years where I've straightened it so much, um, it just doesn't curl anymore. It's like, no, you straightened me too much. You don't want to be curly. You will be frizzy. Don't pull grey hairs out because two will appear. Scottish hair. Oh no, shouldn't pull grey hair out. Zoe, your hair looks very full and bouncy, and mine is just flat. But yours looks like really, I don't know, like really bouncy and full. And I just have really bad roots. I do have grey hair. I have a few right at the front, and once my roots start coming through, you can actually see a couple. Okay, Kim. Hope he's okay. My hair is really, really dark. I'm trying to think of what colour I was when I first did my videos, and I think I was like a reddy colour, so that it weren't even really natural. Um, that's why I use GHD, Sean. They're so quick and smooth, and I couldn't live without them. Do you think, Cindy? You know, I just get on with it. Oh, that is mean. That is mean, Zoe. Well, I had my hair quite long, longer than this. It was sort of down here-ish. Then I had it cut in September, and I really didn't enjoy it. So I'm trying to grow it again. It does need a trim. It's gone a bit. There's a few split ends, put it that way. So it does need a trim, but I don't want to cut too much off. I do prefer it longer. I've had permanent straightening done before, Sean. It's not bad, and it does last. It lasted me about 3 months, and I wash my hair once, twice a week. But I still had to straighten it. I still had to straighten it when I had that done. Brazilian blow dries, yeah, that's what I had done. But yeah, I still had to straighten it because it was straight, but it was still a little bit frizzy, and I like, even this for me is frizzy. I like my hair sort of dead straight. Grey hair can look so nice though. I don't know what people are worried about. Grey hair is really nice. I know it can feel a bit coarser, like a bit rough, but I think with a good conditioner, um, it can feel really nice, and you can buy like leave-in conditioners and things, um, or even get like a conditioning colour that is a grey and put that on, um, because then that will just even out the greys. So don't worry, it's natural. I had a friend in primary school. She was completely white. Literally, her hair was pure white. It was beautiful. It was so nice. Um, I think she colours it now, like more of a blondie colour, because it was just literally so white. It was like a piece of paper. Yes, I'd rather go grey than have no hair or be pink. Yeah, Cindy, if you get like a really good conditioner, um, and even if you get like a hair mask and things like that, it can help. Ruth, I never thought I would, but I did. um, I went red. Um, when was it? About no, it wasn't May. It was before then. Oh, I think it was just before I started doing my videos, and I went a bright red color. There might be pictures on my Instagram or on my personal Instagram, which is just denisdeer, or on my Facebook. And I was really bright, like red, not bright red, like really purpley colour. Um, and I thought that was the nearest to pink I would ever go. And then I did say to my friend, I want to go blonde. So she did a full head of highlights back to back, literally so close together. And then I went blonde. And then from then, I just started having forehead bleach, and that is obviously still what I'm having now. And I just put the pink on. So if you can see, obviously I know the camera is probably really bad quality, but if you can see, the bottom is a different colour. You see, like from there is a different colour, and this from here is what the forehead highlight would be. So there is bits of brown in there as well, and then everything above that is just all blonde, and that is why all this is so pink, and this bit is not so pink and more gingery, if you want to call it that. One of my friends calls me Ginger Pink, which I don't mind. He also calls me Bernard, but that's a whole different story. um, but yeah, so that is why that's a little bit of a different colour, because obviously the process of going light. But Ruth, if you want to do it, just buy the directions or the crazy colour, because it's semi-permanent, not even semi-permanent, it's a conditioning colour, so it washes out. So you will get rid of it eventually if you don't like it. Yeah, try hair mask, Cindy. It probably will work. It'll probably last not long if you wash your hair every day. It's not good to wash your hair every day. Sorry. um, I do know that it's really hard to get out of the habit, because my mum washes her hair every day, and the reason why your hair gets so greasy, just to let you know that I am a qualified hairdresser, just in case you think I'm giving opinion and don't know nothing, but the reason your hair gets greasy is because you are constantly washing the natural oils from your scalp, and that is why your hair is getting greasy, because your sebaceous glands are overacting to compensate for what you're washing away. So that is why. So if you get over that stage of washing every day, your hair won't be as greasy. I had rose gold. If you go back to my videos in beginning of September, that was rose gold, and it lasted 2 washes, literally 2 washes, and it was gone. That was crazy colour, and I would never ever do it again. It just, yeah, I just wouldn't do it again. It wasn't worth it. I think I spent like £7 on colour that lasted 2 washes, and I know it's not a lot of money, but this is £3 a pot, and look how long it's lasted. So directions is my favourite. I would choose directions over crazy colour any day. I know a few people that have done black, and they've had black hair for years and years and years, and trying to strip it, oh my god, it is just a nightmare. The hell of fine curly wavy hair. Well, yeah, this is it. Because it's really fine. I've got an underactive thyroid, so my hair just falls out like crazy anyway. And yeah, it's nightmare. I couldn't do anything without my straighteners. Wow. Nerdy, what brand did she use? That is not good to melt hair. Oh, almost 30 years ago. Wow. It it all depends on what hair color molecules your hair has naturally got. So if you are like if you can see like red undertones in your hair, then it would be really, really hard to put any other colour in your hair because the red just overpowers everything. It's like even, for instance, if you've got red molecules in your hair, or natural, if you've got naturally red in your hair and you try bleaching it, if you don't leave the bleach on long enough, and sometimes you could leave it on for the said amount of time, but your hair will still have a like a goldy tone, or like a gingery tone to it, just because you're trying to strip the red, and sometimes that red will not budge. Wow. Can't you wear it up, Ruth? Like, sort of put it in sort of a ponytail, but sort of do a quiff thing at the front, or like sort of plait it down one side or something, just so that it's not, obviously, yeah, when I have my hair down and it's greasy, it's not nice. Um, but sort of try and do a style with it up, and then hopefully you won't feel as bad. I call it chip pan head, but I don't know what anyone else calls it. Um, but yeah, whenever my hair is a little bit greasy, I sort of try and put it up or do something with it. Normally I have a plait. If you ever see my videos and I've got a plait across the front, or it's up with something, then yeah, it's nearly wash day. There's lots of Facebook groups. I know Sean has one, Karen has one. I've got one, but I don't really put much in it. I'm quite bad at that. I do have my own Facebook group, but um, I think the most active ones are Sean's and um, Karen's. I know Sonia has just done one as well. My shampoo is really good. I don't use it that often, to be honest, um, but it does the job for the day. Sandy blonde. I think it would be good if we was all in one group. Um, I think a lot of us are in your group, Sean. and in Karen's. I don't know whether you could do a group and then make everyone admin. I don't know how that would work. But yeah, that's like me, Zoe. I'm really bad at putting stuff on there, and I don't know. I prefer to come on here and show you guys what I've been making, or I, I very rarely take pictures of things. Yeah, I'm just really bad, and I prefer to say, "Here, look what I've made." And I think a lot of you watch me as well as on my Facebook. So if I do one or the other, you're going to see it no matter what. The one group that I do like, and the only reason I like it mainly is because I can get an instant response, and that is Bella Coco. Sometimes I'm sitting there doing a pattern, and I'm like, oh my god, what does this mean? And it's not that I don't put it in Sean's or Karen's group because I don't think I'll get the right answer or anything. It's just that I need the answer there and then to carry on doing what I'm doing. And there's a couple of times I've put a post in Bella Coco and instantly I've got the answer that I needed. But yeah, that's the only reason that I've sort of put it in that group. And I know that Bella Coco is a crochet group, but I put a knitting question in there the other day. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was in the wrong. I don't know. But I thought that it was just basically a description or something that I just didn't understand. And I said, like, can anyone help me with this? And a few people did. And then I got a message from admin saying this is not crochet related. Please read the rules. And you think like, all right, I know it's not crochet related, but come on, it's a community and we should all be helping each other out. But then I just thought, oh, okay, whatever. Maybe, I don't know, but oh yeah. So that was that, and I thought, okay, I can't put knitting items on there. Bye, Zoe. I like Ravelry. I don't really use it for the like the projects and the stash and things like that. I've put a few things on there, but I don't just keep track of that either, to be honest. I prefer to just sort of do it in my own head in a little book. But yeah, I'm more of a paper person. I would rather write it down. Yeah, so I like the patterns on there, and also Pinterest is really good. I use that quite a lot, and you do get a lot of free patterns that are on people's blogs and that, so that's really good. I'll probably only stay on here till 10 because obviously it's a school night. 100% Ruth, and it really gets on my nerves that when people run these groups and they think that they're getting paid to do it, well, not that they think, they act as if they're getting paid to do it, and that like they're ruling the world. It's like, it's a Facebook group, come on, get a grip. Like, are you being serious? And you just think like, oh, it's just some things are just so petty, and I don't know. It really, really gets my goat. um, it really annoys me sometimes. You think it's a Facebook group, get a grip. Yeah, literally on the selling groups, it's the worst because they think that they own Facebook, and whatever you say or do has got to go through them, and you're just like, oh, come on, like, really? They go on as if like the world is going to end tomorrow if whatever you've done is wrong, and it's like, oh my god. No, no, Sean, not that I know of. Oh, I've got it up now. Let me turn it back down. It's off. I do like all the caption things, the hooker things. I think they are quite funny. Thanks, Sean. I didn't even realise it was turned down, to be honest. Um, Glad it was. Oh, I don't know whether it's this hook or this wall that I keep getting sort of get stuck with it. Bye, Cindy. Thank you for joining. Got that much done so far. I'm thinking with this, I did when I started it with a different size hook. Then I picked up the wrong hook. I don't think you can actually tell, but I'm even thinking now I could have probably used an even bigger hook for this to make it a bit more gappy, I suppose. Thanks, Marsha. Sometimes I can be really quick. Sometimes I'm a bit slower. Sometimes I don't know. Yeah, I think it depends on what mood you're in, and um, I don't ever find that my tension is different. Like if I'm like tight with it or anything. Um, so I don't know. Sometimes I just know that if I pick it up and I'm not in the mood, I have to put it back down because otherwise I just won't be bothered with it. Bigger the better. Slow and frustrated. Hi, Terry. I use needles too. Yeah. To be honest, I think even though I started as a knitter many years ago, um, I think I do prefer crocheting just because I think it's more portable. You can literally pick it up and just put it down, and like I could be halfway through a stitch and just pull that out and sort of do whatever. Um, but with knitting, I find I like to get to the end of the row so I don't lose stitches. Um, so yeah, I do think I prefer crochet, and I prefer what you can actually do with crochet, like the toys, the amigurumis, um, and just the different things that you can actually do. Um, I know you can knit toys and teddy bears and all that different things. Um, yeah, no, I couldn't knit a blanket. Well, actually, I have knitted a blanket before. I knit the classic blankets, which are not very big, and I have knitted another one which was like. Um, does anyone know the people that make the sock or the fingering weight scrap blankets? You know when you knit like the L shapes? That's a really bad explanation, but you sort of you cast on 20 and then you decrease so it looks like it's got a diagonal line up the middle. Now that's really bad, but um, I've knitted a blanket like that before, but that was only for a baby, so that was only tiny as well. Hi, just hands. I'm quite a quick knitter. Like I said, I've been doing it for years. Um, I'm glad that I can do both. I know some people that do one or the other. They sort of, if they do crochet, they are against knitting completely. Or if they do knitting, they're against crochet completely. Hi, Pam. Um, but yeah, I enjoy both, and I think it depends on the actual project that you're doing. Depends on what you do. So whether it's knitting or crochet. Obviously, I prefer to knit all the baby bits that I've done recently for my new nephew, who is so cute. And every time I go to my sister's and I say to her, "I'm taking him home." She's like, "No," but he's so adorable. He's so good. Um, but yeah, my stitch wool, yes. I'm. I did think about spinning, but it's not something that I don't think I would ever try it, to be honest. I have done cross stitch in the past. That was my first sort of craft years and years and years ago. My mum used to do it, and I picked it up off of her. Done quite a few cross stitches in my time, like years ago, and I really enjoy that. I prefer pearl than knit. I find the way that you hold it is um, more fluent. Spinning my office chair. I don't have a spinning chair. um, the only thing that I've sewn is some bags, and that was last year when I was doing Comic Con with my sister. She had a stall there, and I made some emoji bags that didn't sell. And that's the only thing that I've sewn. Thank you, Pam. He's just adorable. I love him so much. I can't do continental knitting where you hold it in your left hand. I'm left-handed, but I knit and crochet right-handed. Um, so yeah. Oh, oh, Marsha, that is so sweet. Um, my nephew will be 2 weeks on Thursday. No, not Thursday. On Tuesday. Tomorrow. 2 weeks already. My God. The time just goes so quick. I just find sewing takes so long. I think I sewed like 10 bags and it took me nearly a whole week. It did take me a long time. And I don't know, I just didn't get the bug for it. And I was going to make my own project bags and things, and I just didn't get the bug. And I think if you don't get the bug and you're not going to enjoy it, then don't force it, because you won't enjoy what you make. Um, and yeah, I just think if you're not enjoying it, don't force it, because it's not worth it. She shouts too much. Oh, bless. Yeah, he put on 7. He put on 8 ounces in a week. My nephew, his name's Mikey. 8 ounces, not pounds. 8 ounces. Um, I started knitting when I was 19 properly. I knew how to knit. I just didn't know how to follow a pattern. I could knit a scarf and carry on and on and on and on, but that was about it. I remember when I was in textiles at school, and it was an all-girls school, and one of the girls that sat next to me, she went along, and we used to have the covers that went over the machines at the end of the lesson, and she went along and sewed every single one of them up so you can put them over the machine. Um, it was funny at the time, but it wasn't funny when we was unpicking them all.3 weeks early. Oh, bless. They're just so tiny as well. You forget how tiny babies are until you actually get to see one, like in person. If you see pictures and things, and you think, oh, they're not that small, and you're just like, oh my god, he's tiny, like so perfect. And you only think, how can such a perfect little human being be made inside of someone? That's what baffles me. Yeah, they are miracles. They really are. And you see ultrasound images and pictures and everything. My sister didn't have one of the 4D things or anything. She didn't think it was worth it, and it's amazing. It really is. Oh, Nathan, you're back. Where did you go? Yes, Zig and Zag, my mascots. And oh, you can't see in the background. Flat Eric. Babies will come one day for me. I'm not putting a time limit on it, but one day we'll have to see what happens. I was actually not well. I was actually on Big Breakfast, not literally on it, but I don't know if you remember, Nathan, that in the garden they used to have the fence, and the audience used to stand by the fence. Me and my mum went up there one day in the freezing cold. It was so cold, it was unbelievable. And they were doing the washing line thing. I can't even remember what it's called now. And Chris, not Chris Tarrant, Chris Evans was stood there talking, and you could just see me in the distance. That was back in the day that there was no like, oh, let's put that on record. It was, let's put a tape in and let's record it. And like, my mum did record it. But yeah, so I'm sort of famous. I haven't been on any contraception for um, about 12 years. But obviously, it's not our time at the moment. So, and I'm not worried about that, to be honest. The last time I got checked was I had underactive thyroid, so they had to put me on pills for that. Um, Now I'm having problems with my back, so I'm just hoping. I had my MRI on Thursday, so I'm hoping that they will be able to tell me something from that. I tried getting a doctor's appointment for this week this morning. There was nothing available, so of course not. Of course, you wouldn't, Sean. They're just perfect once they come along, aren't they? They're just, yeah. Once you've got them, you would never say no, take them back. And I haven't got them, but my nieces and nephews are just, they're all perfect. My aunt had a baby last year. She was 40. She don't look like a 40-year-old. She don't act like a 40-year-old. But yeah, she was 40. So there's plenty of time. That's exactly my thinking, Ruth. Exactly. I've been doing really well up until now. It's got a bit tangled. You never know, Nathan. It's always the option, isn't it? I also have the BRCA1 gene, which is not very nice. It's the cancer gene, but I won't go into that anyway. So it just seems like I get everything. I've got everything from both my sides of the family. Yeah, but hey ho. At least I know I'm related to them. My nephew is autistic, Sean, the one that I looked after, the one that I was making the marshmallow man for. And we wouldn't change him for the world. Just like Godric, you wouldn't change him for the world. Um, they have their own little personality, and they're just perfect in their own little way. And it was tough at first because obviously you've got to get them tested for it and whatever. But yeah, they're just perfect in their own little way. And Ian's sister, that was her first, and then she had Callum, who is now, well, Connor, who's autistic, is 6, and Callum's now 2, and he doesn't show any signs or anything of being autistic or anything. But like she said, if she did have another one that was, then she would love him or her, whatever it might have been while she was pregnant, the same. She wouldn't have like thought any different. Um, but you just wouldn't change them. You really would. You just couldn't. They're your own little personality, or they've got their own little personality traits, and I think it's so cute as well. So annoying when you want something and a shop hasn't got it. It's like, oh, so annoying. I've done that a couple of times. I've gone to get yarn that I needed and they haven't had it, and you think, oh god, where else am I going to go and get it? I was like that, Ruth. In my 20s, I used to get really upset. I used to get really down and stressed. And when I was younger, I always said, when I get to 30, after that, I don't want children. Um, and I was like, when I get to 30, it'll be okay. I won't want children, and my mindset will change. I've turned 30 and I still really, really, really wanted children. But now it's more of, if it happens, it happens. It's not a necessity. Um, I've got nieces and nephews that I can look after, and seeing my sister with a newborn, it's like, oh my god, it's so much hard work. So yeah, it's just keep thinking positive, Ruth. If you ever need a chat about it, then you know where I am. Facebook, obviously on here or whatever, but um, I can see where you're coming from. I can. I'm just reading back some comments, reading back on them. Craft Angel, that's true. Just have to spoil your nieces and nephews. That's what I do. Yep, the scenic route. That's exactly what it is. Um, Ian's family is quite big. He has 5 sisters, and they all have children. I think there's 11 of them altogether. And now my sister has got a baby, so it's quite a big family that I've got with babies and children and all that. Um, the eldest is 22. She's actually 22 today, so happy birthday, Jodie. You probably won't be watching this, but I'm going to say happy birthday anyway. She's 22 today, and when I first met Ian, she was 4, I think, 4 or 5. She was a pain in the butt, I must admit. She would not stop talking. She still don't now, but I wouldn't change her for the world. I really wouldn't. I love her to bits, and I love all my nieces and nephews. It's Yeah, I just love them all. They've all got such a different personality and different interests and everything. And yeah, I love them all. Cool. My mum was one of 6. She came from a big family, um, but then only had 2 children, obviously me and my sister. But yeah, my granddad, um, sadly, when he was little, had a sister, but she passed away tiny, tiny, tiny. And then I think from then, my granddad always just wanted a big family. So he obviously got with my nan, and they had 6 children. My nan sadly had 2 miscarriages as well. Um, but whether she would have had 6 plus them as well, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. But she, yeah, she had 6 in the end, and my granddad has always been a family man. He's always wanted to be around the kids and the grandkids, and always wanted to be involved and go on holidays and everything. Um, yeah, that is that. But Craft Angel, I'm so sorry. It is tough. It really is, and it's just it's hard. It is hard, especially when it's something that you really really want. It's tough when you hear that your grandparents have had miscarriages, because I didn't know until only a couple of months ago, and I'm 32 now. And it is tough because you think I never knew that. I never knew she went through that. 85, Nathan. 24th September 1985. It's so strange because obviously I know that it's not something that is just randomly brought up in conversation. Like your parents and grandparents are going to talk about it, but then to find out that that's something that's happened, I don't know. It's just it's not nice, I suppose. Um, and obviously I found out and my nan had already passed, so it wasn't something that I could talk to her about. Um, so I'm the 24th of September and Ian is the 29th of September. So like a week apart. Both Libras. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. I don't look into things like that. I don't even know what blood group I am. It's funny because we had friends round the other night on Saturday, and we was all talking, and we was talking about. I don't know if you're going to know this in America, but Trigger Happy TV when he had the big massive phone, and he would shout, "Hello, I'm in the library" or whatever. And I said to him, "How old are you?" And he went, 22. And you know, you think, "Oh my god, that's so young." Like, he's only 22. Like, he's 10 years younger than me. That is crazy. I think I'm 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 one that is not very popular. I think that is what I am. I've never had to have blood, so I did say I was going to come off of this at 10 o'clock. Give it to 10:30. I can hear Ian playing the Xbox, so and I'm enjoying it. But I know that it is a school night, and people will be wanting to go to bed soon. Obviously, if you're in the UK somewhere. Yeah, I don't know what blood group I am. Back is starting to hurt a bit though. I've got all the pillows behind me. I don't even know what's most common in the UK. I've never given blood. I've thought about it in the past, but is it true you can't give blood if you've had tattoos? I don't know. I don't know whether that's just a myth. I think I've heard that once or twice before. But again, that might just be a big myth. Rhesus negative, isn't it? Oh, okay. 3 to 6 months. I just thought it was, but then I suppose not many people would be able to give blood. Oh, learn something new every day because I didn't know that. Didn't know that they test. Well, I suppose they would have to test you beforehand. If you've got any diseases or anything, I suppose. Um, I thought it was if you've got tattooed that you can um, donate, but interesting. There's so many people nowadays with tattoos, though, that I suppose it would get harder and harder for them to get donations. So that's good that you can. Oh, I've got low iron levels, so always have done. Borderline anemic. I've tried taking iron tablets before. No, I get so ill. Um, Tried doing the liquid iron, which isn't too bad, and they give me something to counteract the side effects, if you know what I mean. Um, yeah, so I don't really take it that often, which is not with me, I know. Um, is it because the ink is different nowadays? It's more hygienic, I suppose. I suppose places like tattoo parlours and that are more regulated, I suppose, and have to be clean and get checked, and obviously I don't know what it was like back then, but ink is probably different nowadays. It's not the same. It's like if you look at someone that had a tattoo when they were, or like an older person, their tattoos fade really, really easily. Or if you look at them, they're really, really faded. Where if you look nowadays, they're not as faded. So maybe it's different. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I'm not sure, Nathan. If you get tested beforehand, then I can't see why not. Mm. Oh, septic camp. That's how far I've got. And I've just got a mess. But lucky enough, it's not tangling as much as I thought it was going to. This is the Candy Swell, the coconut ice shade. Oh, it's right here. Look. Oops. Coconut. Oh, it's up here today, isn't it? Coconut ice Candy Swell. This is what my sister bought me for my birthday, and I did not have no clue what to make with it. And I wanted to make something that was quite nice, obviously. So yeah, that's what I'm making with it. So I'm just gonna make. Ooh. I've only ever gone to one dodgy tattooist. That was in Stratford. My first tattoo. I think I had 3 there. I won't go back again. Bye, Craft Angel. Bye, Ruth. Thank you for joining me. I'm probably going to call it a night as well, to be honest, because it's getting late and been on here for quite a while. It's been really, really nice talking to you all, and for you to all take time out of your evening to come and join me. It's been lovely. Um, Yeah, so I've got a little bit of my shawl done today, shawl, cowl thing, whatever, done. Yeah, they are really hot here, Sean. It's crazy. When we went to Malta, we see some tattoo shops, and you're looking, and you think, are they really what they look to be? If you know what I mean. I don't think I would have any tattoo abroad, to be honest. I would only ever have it done here. I think because obviously being at home, um, what if anything goes wrong, you know where to go. Um, um, do I regret any? Yes, I do. Um, the main one is probably the cross on my back because the man that did it was drunk. Well, was drinking beer. I wouldn't say he was drunk. He was drinking beer and it was wonky. So it's not straight like that. It's more sort of like that on my back. Probably have got a picture somewhere, but it's probably going to take me longer to get a picture up than anything. But I will quickly have a look to see if I can get a picture. I have got a picture. I don't know how well this is going to work, but that is the cross on my back. I've got lilies as well, which are there, but the cross here is wonky. So yeah, that is one that I regret. I don't think I regret any other ones, to be honest. That wasn't the original tattoo. Just to point that out, that wasn't the original tattoo. That was it being covered over to make it look a little bit better. Now, I don't know if you can see the darker bit in the middle. That was the original tattoo, and then I had it made bigger and straighter a little bit more. Yeah, so I don't really regret any of them, other than that because it's wonky. Yeah, like I've got the lilies on my wrist. Obviously, it's going to be upside down, but a lily. It doesn't really look like a lily, but I like it. I think it's quite nice. Um, I remember when I had it done. I don't know if you're going to see. Is that there? Obviously, all this is orange, and there's orange bits here, like in between. And I remember showing my nan, and she went, "Oh, is that infected?" And I went, "No, nan, it's all right." She went, "Oh, it's very orange." I was like, "No, that's the colour." Oh, probably nerdy, and that probably happens here quite a lot. Um, the roses on my back are bigger. Um, let me see. All these pictures are on Facebook. Um, let me see. I will show you just a few pictures. This is what I've got on my foot. Now, this is obviously really swollen. I've got cherry blossoms. Then I've got roses on my back. And I'm just going to see if I've got a picture of those. Probably not. I'm trying to think when I had them done to where the pictures would be. I have a gecko on my foot. Oh, that is, you can't even see that, slightly. I probably not going to have that picture. These are the lilies that are on my back. I do like a tattoo. Let's see if it's in here. It might be. This is one that I had done last year. Now, this is on my thigh. This is what it looked like, and this is what it turned out to be in the end. So there's a butterfly, roses and things. Love that one. I said no, but I said no before I had the last one and the one before that. How many do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13. I'm sure I've got a picture of it somewhere. I'm trying to think of when I had it done to where it would be on my Facebook. Makes any sense? Aha. Now, it's not a very nice picture. Yes, he's got loads. Yeah, it is more expensive. It is more painful probably to get them removed than it is to have them done. I've seen many programs, people getting them removed. Yeah. How many have you got, Sean? Right. Okay. So this is my back. It's not a very nice picture, but this is what I've got on my lower back. 2 roses and a tribal pattern. Tribal pattern was my first ever tattoo. Then I had the roses to add, and I was gonna have like a load of green down here, um like a garden type thing. That's what I wanted, but oh my god, that was so painful. I just think about it, it sort of takes my breath away. It was so painful, it was unbelievable. So yeah, that was my most painful. The 2 roses on my back, but as you can see, they literally go from side to side, so they are huge. I don't know whether any of you have seen this on Facebook, but I think it's really, really cute. And my dad took this picture 4 days after my nephew was born, and that is Ian's arm as a prop. That's it. So yeah, people, a few of my dad's friends said, "Oh, that's a nice top." My dad was like, "No, that's a tattoo." So yeah. Second to that, I think it was probably my leg, like my thigh. That was really, really painful as well. Um, let's see what he's got. Mainly cars. Yeah, two, both arms. One's black and grey. One's colour. Um, he don't really take pictures of himself. I wouldn't mind a girly one. I wouldn't get anything. He's got this on his back. I don't know how well you can see that because of the light and everything. Aha, here we go. One leg. The other. Arm. Hands. Leg. The other hand. Arm. Yeah, so we've got a fair few. There is nothing that I would say that I really want like anymore. I'm a bit, I don't know, I don't really know. Um, I probably wouldn't decide to get anything that is knitting or crochet related. Um, Probably not. Um, and there's nothing else really that I could say that I want as such, other than my back finish, but that probably will never ever happen because just got in so much pain, and it felt like really bad period pain, but like times that by 100. So yeah, I probably wouldn't have that finished. Nobody sees it anyway. I know that's really stupid, but it was for me. And the other thing, yeah, I like little dainty things like this, and obviously like this, and I've got cherry blossoms on my foot and things. I really, really love my leg. I wouldn't change that at all now. Now I've had that done properly. I absolutely love it. I was in so much pain, but yeah, it was painful. Yeah, he has. He's got a lot. Yeah, it is strange not to have any, but a lot of people don't like them. My dad is against them, like totally. He would never even dream of it. My mum's got two, and that's as far as she will go because my dad don't like them. Um, so yeah, it's me and my sister. I've got quite a few. Night, Pam. Thanks for watching and joining. Yeah, a nice bit of colour. But again, it's like, what would, where would I put another tattoo? I've never even thought about having sleeves or anything. It's not something that I would do. I would like something on the other shoulder just so I can have three things, but I've never seen anything that I really, really like. Um, I wouldn't get my legs done, like the bottoms of my legs, I don't think. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty satisfied at the moment with what tattoos I've got. Um, Granny square tattoo. um, yeah, I have seen obviously crochet and knitted related tattoos, but not something that I would do. I don't think. Um, yeah, yeah. Anyway, all this talk about tattoo. I have already. I'm trying to see where it is. Here, it's in there. I wanted it so it wasn't so obvious. So it's a bit of a mumble jumble, but you can see the I and you can see the M. So yeah, and he's also got my name too. You can just about see it there. It's really, what the hell am I doing here? So anyway, I'm going to love and leave you all because I am getting tired and my eyes are getting tired. Um, so I just want to say thank you again for everyone that came and joined me, for all of you that has commented, all of you that has taken time out of your evening to come and join me. I will try my best to come and join you on a Saturday, Sean. Obviously, I have said in the past that sometimes we just make really late plans and just go out. But if we're not out and about, then I will come and join in. Um, So yeah, I am going to love you and leave you all, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. Today was the last day for people to get up to their 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours, whatever it was. I know a few of us has not made it. I know a few of us have. So well done to use that have, and well done to use that haven't, because you've jumped so much anyway. Like me, I've jumped to so many subscribers. So thank you to each and every one of you. I will just be putting random videos up every now and again, just because I think it's more, it's nicer that like, I don't know, it's more not so uniform. I was watching a lot of podcasts at one time, and they were like, right, I'm uploading this day, I'm going to show my finished objects, my whips, my acquisitions, my stash enhancements and things like that. I don't mind people that do that, I really don't, but excuse me, but for me, I think it's going to be a bit more relaxed and a bit more, here's what I bought, or here's what I'm doing. A little bit more random. So yeah, Randy hit, so well done to her. It's really, really good. But we just all have to enjoy what we're doing and not have to worry about numbers and things. And I know it does help us out a little bit to get a little bit to buy yarn or whatever, but yeah, so we'll just have to help each other out still and see what happens. Yeah, I binge watched so many people, to be honest. And I just had it on in the background and was watching people, and hopefully I helped a little bit. But yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, everything is a bonus. I never thought I would get to 500 subscribers in a year. Never. I know my sister's mate, they're so like London, isn't it? My sister's friend, she has got a YouTube channel, and she said that she didn't even reach 100 in a year. So me to reach 500, nearly 600 now. I think tonight I was 5 away from 600. It's like, wow, 600 people want to watch me. Like, oh my god, are they meant to be insane? But yeah, I just think that the community is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah, just want to thank you all, and let's hope we all stick together and craft together, I suppose. Right, I'm going to go so you can chat among yourselves. I don't know if that works or not. I'm not sure. I'm still at 595, so I'm 5 away from 600. 5 away from 600. So it's just crazy. But, I'm going to go because I want to go to bed. And I shall see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you with whatever comes next. Bye.